Have you ever dreamed of quitting your day job to build your own games? To pour your heart and soul into creating amazing worlds and supporting yourself through your passion? It's a powerful dream, but for many talented developers, it remains just that, a dream. The reality is, many small indie studios struggle and eventually fade away. And it's usually not because they lack talent or a great idea. It's because they've missed the fundamental truth that a game studio isn't just a creative project. It's a business. Today, we are giving you the complete business blueprint to build a thriving indie game studio. We're going to dismantle the common misconceptions that hold developers back and give you a clear, actionable roadmap. Alright, so the single biggest obstacle for a new indie developer isn't code, it isn't art, and it isn't funding. It's a psychological one. You have to learn to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an entrepreneur. Think about it. When you work for a company, you operate in a simple system, you do good work, and you get a regular, predictable paycheck. This creates a powerful mental link. Effort equals reward. But when you go indie, that model is completely broken. You can pour 80-hour weeks into your game, produce breathtaking art, and for a long, long time you get a nothing. No paycheck, no guaranteed reward. This is called delayed gratification, and if you don't prepare for it, it will burn you out faster than anything else. And that brings us to the most important question. Who really signs your paycheck now? It's not a publisher. It's not an investor. It's not your Kickstarter backers. It's your customer, the gamer who decides your creation is worth their time and money. Every single dollar, no matter how it gets to you, originates from them. Once you truly understand that, your entire perspective on your business will change. You stop chasing funding and you start chasing what really matters, your players. Okay, so if the customer is your new boss, how do you serve them? You do it by building a game that exists at the intersection of your passion and their desires. This is where so many developers get it wrong. They think they're selling a list of features. But gamers don't buy features. They buy experiences. They buy a feeling. They don't buy a complex crafting system. They buy the feeling of creativity and self-sufficiency. They don't buy a high-stakes permadeath mechanic. They buy the adrenaline rush of survival. Your job is to figure out what feeling your game delivers. A great example of this is Stardew Valley. The creator, Concerned Ape, didn't just build a farming game. He saw that fans of the old Harvest Moon games felt that the series had lost its magic. He identified a void, a feeling players were missing, and he built a game that not only filled that void but perfected the formula. He was listening. That's your goal. Find a community of players, listen to their complaints about other games, and find the gap in the market that your unique vision can fill. I know what some of you are thinking. Marketing? That's a dirty word. I'm a creator, not a salesman. I get it, but you need to reframe it. Marketing isn't about sleazy ads. It's about sharing your passion and building a community. And it is not something you do after the game is finished. It's something you start on day one. Your most important marketing goal for the entire development process can be summed up in 2 words. Steam wishlists. A wishlist is more than a potential sale. It's a direct signal to the Steam algorithm that people are interested in your game. A huge number of wishlists at launch is what gets you on the front page. It is the single biggest driver of visibility. So how do you get them? You build a simple marketing funnel. First, awareness. Post cool GIFs of your game on social media for things like #ScreenshotSaturday. Just get in front of people. Second, consideration. Start a Discord server. Share exclusive updates. Make your first fans feel like insiders. They will become your evangelists. And third, conversion. Guide all of that interest to one place. Your Steam page, with a clear call to action, wishlist the game now. Finally, let's talk about the part everyone wants to ignore: finance and legal. This is the unseen foundation that keeps your dream from collapsing. You need to know your numbers. Calculate your burn rate. That's all your monthly expenses, for both business and life. Then, take your total savings and divide it by that number. The result is your runway. That's how many months you can survive before the money runs out. Your runway dictates your game scope. If you have a 12-month runway, you cannot build a 40-hour epic RPG. It's better to finish a small, polished game than to have a huge, unfinished one. And please, as soon as you plan to sell anything, set up a legal entity like an LLC. It protects your personal assets, your home, your car, if the business runs into trouble. It's a small upfront cost that can save you from ruin. So there you have it, the 4 pillars to building a thriving indie game studio. First, shift your mindset from employee to owner. Second, deeply understand your player and the experience you're selling. Third, build your marketing engine from day one. And fourth, establish a solid business foundation. It's a lot to take in, but remember this: business acumen doesn't kill creativity. It fuels it. It gives your art a sustainable home. Now go build your dream.